Thank you all for joining us, and thank you, staff, for all coming out in force like this. I appreciate it. We will start this afternoon with the invocation and Pledge of Allegiance by Councilman Steve Mearsman.
Father, as we gather here today, please guide us by hand and by mind in the best interest of the citizens of Hardeeville, the residents of Jasper County, and the citizens of the United States. We gather to do the right thing by everybody. Guide us with your wisdom, your light, your knowledge, and your hand. In this, I say our Lord, amen. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence for our servicemen and women who have fought and died for our freedom, and for all those who continue to serve around the world, protecting our way of life. Thank you. I'll now call this meeting to order. This is a City of Hardeeville special City Council meeting and public hearing, 205 Main Street, Hardeeville, South Carolina, August 22nd, 2024 at 4 p.m. Our first order of business is to approve today's agenda. May I have a motion to approve, disapprove, or make any changes to the agenda for this afternoon?
Motion to approve the agenda. Second.
We have a motion. We have a second. Any comments or questions? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed. New business. Resolution of the City of Hardeeville, South Carolina City Council to appoint a new city manager and authorizing the mayor to execute the employment contract. This is Resolution 2024-8-22A. My note says I have to recognize Mayor Harry Williams. Okay, so I'm officially recognized. We have a resolution. The City Council has a resolution prepared by our council, Mrs. Maines, and in that are the terms and the contract. So I'm going to open up the questioning with Mr. Mearsman to my right. Any questions, Mr. Mearsman?
No, this has been a long process. Our search firm was top of the line. The communication has been excellent, and I think that we have chosen the best candidate to guide the city of Hardeeville. That's it.
Thank you. Mrs. Guzman.
No questions, sir.
Mr. White.
Steve said it all.
Yeah.
Mr. Carroll.
No questions, Mr. Mayor. We did spend a lot of time on this and were very thorough.
I have no questions. I'll be making a statement at the press conference afterwards, so I'll reserve them for then. At this time, I'll open it up to the public if the public has any comments or questions for the council. Seeing none, I'd like a motion to approve, disapprove, or make any changes to the Resolution 2024-8-22A.
Make a motion we approve Resolution 2024-8-22A.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion. We have a second. Any further comments or questions by council or the public? Seeing none, I'll call for a voice vote on this. No, I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to call for a roll call on this, and I'll go alphabetically. Councilman Carroll.
Yes.
Councilwoman Guzman.
Yes.
Councilman Mearsman.
Yes.
Councilman White.
Yes.
And I will say yes as well. The resolution passes 5-0. At this point, I would like a motion to adjourn.
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion that we adjourn.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion. We have a second. Any comments or questions? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
We are now adjourned, and I would like, I beat your record, John. Oh, that new record holder. All right.
Took him
so-
5 years, but he finally,
Oh, he had to get that in, didn't he? Okay, what I ask council to do, please join me with the microphone. I'm going to give a brief statement to the press, and we'll take it from there. So please join me.
well, since you asked nice, I will. Since you asked nice, I will.
Hello? It's on? Good afternoon. This has been a long journey for the council that actually began last summer with the announcement by our very popular and very accomplished city manager, Mr. Michael J. Zimbor, that he would be retiring on October 31st of this year. The first order of business for the council was to ask Councilman Bo White, our mayor pro tem, to lead the council's search for the next city manager. Mr. White has extensive experience in personnel and HR in the corporate world, so he was the logical choice and he agreed to do so. We also retained outside counsel to help us through the process, not only of the retirement, but also the contractual arrangements. And we retained Mr. Bill Harvey of Harvey and Battery Law Firm in Beaufort. And he has been assisting us throughout the process. This all began first by Mr. White working with some staff and our HR director, Ms. Pamela Griffin, drawing up an RFP, or request for proposals, for an executive search firm. That it went out in January of this year. When all the applications were in, there was a committee, including Councilman White and staff members, and they each independently ranked all the applications. The highest ranking application was Slavin Management Consultants out of Atlanta, and the city council subsequently hired that firm. Mr. Slavin, the president, came, worked with staff, worked with council, coming up with a profile of the ideal candidate. Mr. Slavin, with all that information, put together a very professional prospectus of the city, and also our expectations of what we all felt collectively, staff and council, of the qualifications that we would like to see in our city manager. At that point, he put together this process, this application and prospectus, and distributed it around the country. And we had 40 applications literally from coast to coast. As part of their service, Mr. Slavin at that point vetted all the candidates and then narrowed it down to the top 8. Gave each one of us in council a very extensive literature on every one of those top 8 candidates out of the 40, including their resume, including their past job experience, whatever public statements and newspaper reports that were made out of them. Very thorough investigation. These top 8 were given by Mr. Slavin an additional list of 24 questions that we asked the candidates to answer. And these were included in the documents that we as a council reviewed and studied. From that list of 8, the council decided to invite 6 to interview for the job, which those 6 were interviews were conducted the last 3 months last 3 days of July to each day in executive session with discussions afterwards as to each candidate and the pros and cons. At that point, we then, over the next couple of weeks leading up to today, made decisions. We announced the finalists on August 1st. There were 4 finalists that we announced in alphabetical order: Mr. Matt Davis of Hardeeville, Mr. Chris Forster of Bluffton, Mr. Josh Gruber of Hilton Head, Mr. Christopher Hobby of Bainbridge, Georgia. The council then subsequently, over the next few days, made the decision and asked Mr. Harvey to begin drawing a contract and getting the terms of that negotiated that we approved here today, with the help of our attorney, Mrs. Prina Maines, as well. So that's what brought us here today. I'd like to thank, there are many people to thank, including the many staff who participated in coming up with the perspective and the profile that we were looking for, who served on the committee to choose the search firm. Mr. Bo White, who led this entire process over the past year, and did an excellent job, I might add.
I felt tired listening to everything.
And certainly, Mr. Slavin, he fulfilled every expectation that we had in bringing us good candidates, candidates that were great throughout the country. And I might add, and we all agreed, all 6 candidates that we interviewed, we could have selected any one of those and come up with a very excellent city manager. And we thank everybody, all 40 of them, for coming forth and showing their interest in our city. So I also need to thank Mrs. Maines, Mr. Bill Harvey, for all the work that they put into coming to this. I give this lengthy little synopsis because I want everybody to understand that this was a team effort for the council, and I compliment them on all their work and diligence in studying and considering all the applicants. It was a very professionally done and very thorough search. And there's no doubt, because of that thoroughness, because of that professionalism, we are able to come up with a candidate and a new city manager that will take us many years into the future. So having said that, I'd like to introduce to you the next city manager, effective October 31st of this year, Mr. Josh Gruber. Josh, please.
If I say something?
By all means. You're limited to an hour and a half.
I will keep it short. And I know it's always a dangerous thing to speak after the mayor, and so I'm always cognizant of that.
So less than 4 minutes?
Yes, absolutely. Put it on the clock. Good afternoon. I am deeply honored and humbled to be standing before you today as the newly appointed city manager of Hardeeville, South Carolina. This moment is a privilege and it's profound, and I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to everybody who has made this opportunity possible. First and foremost, I extend my sincere thanks to our esteemed Mayor, Harry Williams. Your trust, vision, and unwavering support have been instrumental in guiding me to this role, and your leadership and dedication to the city of Hardeeville's future is truly inspiring. I'm excited to collaborate with you in the coming months and years ahead as we work together to shape Hardeeville's future. To the distinguished members of City Council, Mr. White, Mrs. Guzman, Mr. Carroll, Mr. Mearsman. A sincere thank you to each of you for your confidence in me. Your commitment to this community and your thoughtful dedication has paved the way for us to seek an even brighter future. I'm eager to work along each of you to address the challenges and to seize upon the opportunities that lie ahead of us. To the citizens of Hardeeville, I promise to approach this role with dedication, integrity, and a deep commitment to embodying the characteristics of a servant leader. As I undertake this role, my goal will be to build upon the strong foundations and incredible accomplishments of this organization that have been laid by those that have come before me, including Mr. Michael Simbor, and the entire team of talented and dedicated individuals here at the City of Hardeeville who strive to ensure that their decisions reflect the values and aspirations of this community. Together, we will strive to protect and enhance the quality of life for all residents. We will promote sustainable growth. We will create diversified and affordable housing opportunities, and we will make Hardeeville a place where everyone is proud to live and work. Your support, your feedback, and involvement in this area will be vital as we embark upon this journey together. And lastly, I had to put this at the end, I would like to thank my amazing wife, Ashley, and our two sons, Tyler and Connor. It is only through your unending love and unwavering support that we have been able to achieve this accomplishment. So thank you, not only for what you have done, but also for what all we will do as our family becomes a part of this incredible community. Thank you.
On behalf of the City Council and the family of Hardeeville, we welcome the family, Gruber family. Come on up and be a part of our family. Welcome.
Welcome to you. Welcome to you. It's good to have you part of the
Okay. Now it's very, don't run away. Now, an important part of city government are photo opportunities, okay? So please, Josh, you want to get your, Ashley, you want to join your family? And we have. All right. And get us all in one?
Ken, and I want to come over here too.
I can't get anything. Not gonna happen.
Got it.
And copy.
All right, wait, don't move. Come on. Since you did such a good job.
This is the one that counts.
This is the one that counts.
That's the Apple camera.
Okay. Let's see. Get a couple of these. Got it.
Thank you.
Please join me, everyone, welcoming the Gruber family to Hardeeville. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Now the real fun begins, right?
If the press would like an opportunity to speak to Josh, please feel free.